This is the claim by the Leeds and Yorkshire Housing Association against Mr. Carl Black, Miss Natasha Surridge, and persons unknown. In a few words, the claimant is the owner of a building at 96 Cardigan Rd, Leeds, LS6 3DJ, which has been called Valley Court, and which, when it was tenanted to different tenants. I have seen the legal title, and there is no doubt that the claimant here is the freehold owner of this property. It let the various units and flats in Valley Court to individuals over the years, and as the property deteriorated, the tenants were, in their turn, moved out into new accommodation, and their flats were not let. It was intended eventually to move all the tenants out so that the property could then be renovated, with the intention of creating further housing units, of the description these days known as social housing. In November 2006, when the last tenant of Valley Court moved out, the owners took steps to secure the property by installing steel sheets in the doors and windows, and they made regular visits to the property to ensure it was still secure. And it was in one of those visits, or on one of those visits, that in October time 2008, that they realised that the property had been entered and there were people in it. Simon Benson and Natasha Surridge, who attend here today as occupants of the property, they say they are of right to represent the other occupants, and they describe a squat, whereby the units 1 to 6 are in common ownership or are in common use, and the remainder are utilised as and when by the various occupants. Now, when this situation was discovered, the claimants, by their solicitor, Ms. Lewis, I should say Director of the Housing Services clients, took steps to regain possession. She left a notice at the property herself on the 25th of November demanding that they vacate the premises, but that was not done, and so these proceedings have been brought. And I have to consider this application, and I have done so, and I've also considered the defence. The defence really, when it's analysed, came down to this. There is a suggestion that for technical reasons the claimant hadn't shown legal ownership. It suggested that these days lands should be registered, and yet this land was not. There's nothing in that submission, of course, because unregistered land these days need only become registered when it is conveyed in certain circumstances. Those circumstances were not obtained. Much housing and vacant land in this country is still unregistered, but that doesn't deny the owners of that property proper title to it. Well, legal title having been established and the claim having been made for possession, there'll be no valid reason why possession should not be granted. I have no alternative under the law but to make an order for possession. I find myself simply then to make an order for possession forthwith of this property at 96 Cardigan Rd, Leeds, known as Valley Court. Thank you very much.